All right. Welcome everyone to episode 11, I believe, if I can count, to Otaco Time. I'm your host, of course, Cloud, and joined today. They're joined here every week, so
Every week.
yeah, nothing new here. Northol and Conchitas, we're here for another week of anime, pop culture, everything in between. So, how you guys been? Good day? Good day so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long day, but it's been good.
Yeah, Conchita, you're telling me that you have people over, and that sounds like rough. You
No,
have
I mean
to socialize.
it's nice. I like having them over. Yeah, and I'm just
Yeah,
kidding. I really do.
I'm like they're
I don't
probably
know if they're
watching right
watching
now.
right now. Yeah, I'm like I don't know if they are.
They should be. They're missing out.
I did have to kick them out of their guest room, so
Oh damn.
I was
Oh, that's
like,
right. That's where you have your setup.
yeah, this is where I have my setup. It's
Oh,
in the
okay.
guest room. And so I was like, I need the room for like an hour, and they were like, okay. No, I think they're like probably watching Harry Potter right now.
Oh,
We're
Oh,
trying
that's
to
chill.
get
That's chill.
yeah,
Harry
apparently
Potter.
so my friend refuses to he read all the books, but
Okay.
he refuses to watch Harry Potter because he's like, I'm gonna have to watch it with my kids anyway. So this guy's straight up
All right.
holding out from
Okay.
watching Harry Potter.
Well, he already knows what happens. He already read it, so
Yeah.
Right, but he won't even watch it with his girlfriend because he's like, nah, I gotta wait till I have kids and then I'll start watching and then I'll watch it.
has she watched it yet?
She really likes them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see
So
the issue.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, I
We
was
were
just like, yeah, you know.
what? We're all like, why, bro? Like, why? Like, there's no need to wait that long.
There's also no need to watch it at all, you know?
Yeah.
For nostalgia, of course.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, I think I don't know. I'm not a big Harry Potter stan. I don't really
Mm,
care. I know people who like love Harry Potter, like absolutely just love Harry Potter. Like
Yeah.
they
yeah.
have a like
They like breathe and die.
guaranteed. They breathe it. They have a Harry Potter costume guaranteed. They have like Harry Potter themed clothing that they wear probably once a week, like for sure.
They
And
got the
then
wands.
they have the wands. They know their house. They know their Patronus or whatever. Like when people are into Harry Potter, they just like they swear they actually lived in Hogwarts for like a
They
year.
swear they're like, yeah, like that's like their alma mater.
Yeah, and then some of them were just like, "Oh, I just haven't got my invitation yet." And I'm just like, "What the fuck?"
You're lying. You're lying. People are not really like that.
I don't doubt it.
You're like,
Well, you know,
One of my
well,
one of my former boss was super into Harry Potter. He's a cool dude, but he's so into Harry Potter. And one time he wanted to buy like these Harry Potter shoes. And so
uh-huh.
he apparently like bought a pair like a long ass time ago, but they were like starting to, to wear and stuff. And so he
Yeah.
started like looking for it and he found like some dude on Craigslist selling the shoes for like $150. And I guess the dude lived like 2 hours away and he drove 2 hours away to get these shoes. And not only did he buy that pair of shoes, I guess the guy had like two more pairs of shoes
Oh
of
my
the same,
god.
so he just bought out all of his like Harry Potter shoes. And I'm like, wow, you're something else, man.
But wouldn't you do that for like, I don't know, like, I don't know, for some like waifu shoes? You would do the same
No,
thing.
no, I
well,
would no. It depends.
I know some people like for figurines or even manga, they're just like, oh, I have one for reading, and then I have one for my collection, and they don't open up the other one.
Really?
Mm.
Northwald's like, that people is me.
Shut up!
They can't know. They can't know.
Well, I also got my first fan gift
Wait, what?
Oh,
from my friend.
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, we got you something. And I was like, what is it? And so
Oh
he
my
got me
god.
these socks.
Oh,
Wait, can you see 'em?
nice. Yeah. That's dope, actually.
So he actually gave them to me, I think, as an insult, but I was jokes on him because I was like
Yeah,
super
you were hyped.
excited. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna say this is my first fan gift." So that's what they are.
No, for sure. That's a win.
It is a
That's
win.
not an insult at all. You got socks too. Socks are so underrated.
They really
Yeah.
are. Socks are precious. Like I lose one every single time I do laundry.
Oh my
Oh yeah,
god.
that's just happens. They just get transported to like some other dimension. I don't know how it works, but that's my headcanon.
I agree. I agree too.
That's cool. That's cool. Hope your friends aren't uh being too rambunctious at your house, your place. You're telling me some wild stories earlier.
Some wild
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they didn't really take place at your house. You said you went on a hike, like
Oh
you always
yeah.
do.
Should I do that? Should I tell
No,
that
I don't know.
story?
I don't
It's up to
know.
you. We can leave it a mystery
No, we can leave it
forever.
a mystery.
All
I'll
right,
just
that's
say I don't
chill.
remember the hike.
Oh
No,
my
I'm just
god,
kidding. No, I
that's
do.
very
It was just
telling. Mm-hmm.
yeah. No,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's
Sure.
been fun. We've just been playing tourists in my city and stuff like that, and that's always nice. And so, but I was like, you know what? I think I'm good. Like, I don't want to go outside anymore. I'm like, let's just go home and play board games. That's kind of my
Oh
happy.
yeah,
It's like
then
my happy place.
that's always a good time for sure. Board
Yeah.
games, maybe some drinks here and
Some
there,
food.
and some food, of course. That sounds like a good night. Yeah, I
Get
went to a
drunk.
party yesterday, and it was fun. It was fun for sure. We just played like a bunch of games, like cornhole. There's like a little cornhole tournament. I was the commentator. I didn't participate. I'd win too easily, of course.
Oh.
Um, so I had to just commentate, but it was really fun. It was really fun for sure. Got some good food and everything too.
Some lasagna.
Some lasagna. Yeah, still have some
Yeah.
leftovers.
Yeah.
What about you, Northall? Do anything cool?
No,
You got
I'm not.
any interesting fan interactions?
Yeah.
No.
Apparently, we have fans everywhere.
I heard things got a little
Uh,
weird with your dog. I'm just kidding. No, that's
What?
what?
What is what?
Well, which part?
Oh my
No.
god.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, nothing really. No fan stuff. Uh, me, she just keeps saying, "Oh, that's your weeb shit, right?" And I go, "Yeah, yeah." That's about
Got
it.
it. All right.
Well,
For
let's get
sure.
into some weeb
Yeah, yeah.
shoes.
Instead of speaking of which, yeah, let's get into it. What do we want to start off with? Squid Games, since Conchito, you said you finally finished
Yeah.
it.
Okay, I finally
Um,
finished Squid Games.
all right. So we'll go into that topic first. Now we can finally give our review and official rating now that everyone on the board has watched it. So what
Has
did you
watched
think?
it.
Yeah, because I think you said you had some things to say.
So I had left off on episode 5
Mhm.
when we recorded last week, and then I think I've actually ended up finishing it the next day. So I actually finished it on Monday, and yeah, I mean I really liked it. So like episode 6, like I did that episode got me. It got me emotional. Not so much for the old man.
Mhm.
It was the 67 and the other girl.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I'll
The
also just quickly say spoilers.
Yes,
Spoilers.
Okay.
Producer
spoilers.
Sam, if you can put a spoiler tag, because
I mean,
we're just gonna go straight into the
yes. Now
spoilers.
we'll actually go into the spoilers. Squid Game spoilers
Yeah, and
ahead.
you're talking about that one game, right?
The marbles.
The
Yeah, the
marble.
Yeah,
marbles
that's the Marvel
episode.
episode.
The marble.
And like, so I kind of feel like that episode's the one that kind of turned it around for me. I think that was the last like really good episode. So
Okay.
after that, I felt
Okay.
like I kind of started losing a little bit of interest in the show a little bit just because of like, and I'll get to it in a bit, but I thought that episode was really really good. I felt the two girls I felt like were the highlight of that episode. The main character with the old man, I thought that was kind of so like
Mhm.
it was good, it was sad, but I was just kind of like, you got to let this old man just, well, at the time. I was like, this
At the
old man just
time.
Yeah.
at the time, I was like, this old man just got to go. Like pobrecito, you know? Like he is just like he doesn't even remember his name. Like, come on, bro, just put him he thinks that he's at his
Oh,
house. Let's just put him out of his misery there.
Oh my
so
god.
so
Yeah, go
before
ahead.
you jump into other stuff, with that, for me, by the time I hit that episode,
Uh-huh.
just because I've seen like other death game dramas or type stuff genres,
Mhm.
I knew he was behind it.
Really?
And at
Oh, okay.
that point, like I didn't even care. Like I was like, because even when they shot him
Mhm.
off camera,
Yeah,
Right.
off
But
screen.
I feel like
off
they
screen.
didn't
Yeah,
shoot I thought they shot Ali off screen too.
no, that you saw him like on the floor bleeding. I think, right?
I
Oh.
seem to remember that. Yeah, you do see him a little bit,
Yeah,
but
yeah, because
I
you
kind
see
of
him
rewatched the
drop
scene.
the rocks like when he falls over.
Oh yeah. Okay, okay. But you don't see anything with the old. I guess you're
Yeah,
right.
the old man, he just
Man,
walks out, and then you just hear the gunshot. Like you don't even see like either person at that point. So I was like,
Mm.
oh, it's off screen. I was like that like cements it for me. So
I guess because like also his dementia was kind of a little iffy at that point, right? Because like
yeah,
he would have these moments that were totally like put together, and then out of nowhere he like would forget again. And like I mean, I guess that is kind of what dementia is, but I just kind of felt like it was like, this is weird. Like I kind of felt like he was just messing with him at one
yeah,
point. So that's why I wasn't like 100%. I don't know. It was sad, but I think the two girls, that story was like
yeah.
really, really sad to me. Like, and that one really like I was like she dropped her marble and she was like, go find your family. And I was like,
yeah.
oh
Oh
no.
no.
Yeah.
I think that one was definitely the most like wholesome, sad thing to happen in that because that like that whole episode's just
Yeah.
sad. It's just
It
it's
is. It's just
Yeah,
sad.
like once you learn about the marble game, you're just like, oh shit, you know, it's you know
Yeah.
that all these characters you were following, some of them aren't gonna make it. Um,
yeah,
and
Oh
when they kind of
yeah.
like paired off, they like the two girls. I was definitely like the one where I'm just like, oh really, like they're really trying to mess me up this bad, huh?
yeah,
They're really trying to mess me up this bad.
And like each one I feel kind of messed you up in some way.
Mhm.
Like that one was just like I got pure sadness because you know it's like it's really
Mhm.
touching. They kind of share their life stories with each other, and then, you know they have like these really wholesome moments and stuff, and that's why that's sad. Whereas with like Ali and Song Woo, I
Oof.
was so pissed.
I
I was
was
yeah,
so
so pissed. I was like, Sungwoo, like worst, like villain of the year, like worst guy ever. Like I hate this guy. He's like those guys that think that he's a nice guy and he's not a nice guy. Like he was just as bad as the other like cholo guy. Oh man.
oh the
Yeah.
gangster guy.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
gangster guy. Like, oh man, Sungwoo, man.
so
Yeah.
sad. I mean, like, and I loved Ali. He was so cool. Like throughout the
He
whole
was
thing.
so wholesome.
yeah,
Oh yeah, he was so nice. I was just like, man, this guy, I like this guy. I would pair up with this guy for I mean not at the marble
He
game.
was best boy.
yeah,
but
Yeah.
I would definitely like be friends with that dude. I think
yeah.
just like anytime.
And
But then
then he just
Sang was a dick. I kind of I didn't say I won't say that I saw it coming, but like like I had an inclination that he was definitely just gonna betray him
Yeah, that's what I
because
thought so
Yeah.
too.
like throughout the first couple episodes you start kind of noticing like this guy's kind of an asshole. Like
Mhm.
if you think back to the red light green light game, he's literally like, yeah, be behind someone, that way if they move they get shot. It's instead of
Mhm.
you, you know. It's
Yeah.
he's I think since like the beginning he was very much like
Kind of
I
out for
will,
himself, huh?
yeah, I'm doing this for myself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he even figured out the cookie thing too, right? Or the
Yeah, he
caramel,
did.
Yeah,
and
he
he
did,
just
and he
didn't
didn't
say
tell
anything.
anybody. Yeah.
Yeah,
And he let his friend go to the umbrella, which was
yeah,
like impossible. Yeah, I mean, that episode was like, I feel like that's probably one of like I think that's like the best episode of the of the
Episode
whole
6.
season. Yeah, I think that's like the best one. And then and I like the storyline. I think it was pretty obvious that like the front man was going to be related to the cops somehow, cuz
I
as
thought
I
that
started
was super obvious.
yeah, yeah, I was like, okay, it's obviously going to be like his friend or something like that. But as the time went on, I was just kind of like, I don't necessarily feel like this cop like story, like side story really added anything to the show. Like, I mean, I guess aside from exposing the front man's identity, but like, cause then the brother just like he ends up getting shot, and I'm assuming if they do like a second season that they will continue with that storyline. But
Hmm.
I just kind of felt like it didn't add much because it was just like, oh, okay, it's his brother, like his brother's the front man. But like they didn't really go into like any backstory or anything like explaining like why the brother ended up as the front man or anything like
Right.
that. And so that just kind of felt um like like ill placed, I guess. I don't know. To me, I just didn't feel like it really added that much. I was definitely more invested in like the players. And
Hmm.
then and I thought that like the people that were like supposed to be like the westerners and stuff like that, like god, they just chose like the most stereotypical like
Yeah.
rambunctious like ugly bastards like that they could find, and I was just like, what is this like um so yeah, so then after that I was just kind of like and then I think I kind of agree with you a little bit, Cloud, how you were saying like when the twist, because the twist was like finding out about the old man, right? That the old man was
Yeah,
like behind the
Yeah.
games and stuff like
he's
that.
behind the games. Yep.
I think because I was expecting a twist, I didn't think that that was like a huge twist, because like I mean obviously like Northald, you figured it out episode 6. So like,
Yeah.
so yeah, I
Cause
kind of agree with that it wasn't like that big.
yeah, cause even then, when the cop, I forgot his name, but when he goes into one of the rooms and it has the owl,
Mhm.
it had the mask with the suit, and then later on, like it might have been at the end of the Marvel episode,
Mhm.
like you see the person sitting down and has the mask on, and then they take it off and they put it down, and
Mhm.
it's like old hands, and it was
Mm.
like shaky too.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, I was like,
You're like, "Oh, old
It's
man
that
yeah,
old
confirmed."
man.
yeah. Especially since he was like 0-1. I was like, he was the first one that they approached. Like, I was like,
Mhm.
come on.
Did they ever go into like the old man's financial problems?
No, they
No,
didn't.
Oh,
They
right.
never
He
went
just
into
because
his
he never had
either.
any, like for
Yeah.
sure.
yeah, he
Uh,
never had any. Yeah,
but yeah, it is interesting because like you kind of know everybody's financial situation and why they're
Mhm.
there. You know, like Song Woo
yeah,
was like embezzling and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Um, the girl, God, I forgot her name, but
Yeah. I just
but you
remember
know
their numbers.
she's yeah she's trying to bring her parents over from North Korea.
Yeah.
Uh, Yoon obviously is in a bunch of debt, and so you like know all their stuff except the old man's.
yeah,
Yeah.
Never really explains
because
why.
of his dementia. So,
Yeah, and I mean, I
yeah,
remember being like, "Dang, like this is really messed up. Like it's not really in line with like Korean culture." I felt like because aren't like elders like hella respected. So I was just like, why would they just put in like one? I feel like there should have been more old people, right? Like if that
there
was,
there were, but not
but not
to
like
like his
Yeah,
age.
his.
Yeah,
yeah, to
Yeah,
his age.
I also felt a little bit like at the old man being like filthy rich and just pretty much talking about how he was so rich he was bored,
yep,
and that's why he joined the games. Like I kind of felt like that to me like cheapened the story a little bit.
Yeah,
Like I think I got I mean obviously I understood the fact that that's what these rich people were doing anyway, but I don't know why like I think for him to be like, "Oh, I decided to join the game because I'm just so bored with life." Like I don't know, I think that just made it less um yeah, it just made the story like more campy in a way. I don't know. Very like I guess it was just predictable towards the end, but so yeah, I mean overall I still really enjoyed it. I agree like I don't think it was anything original. Um
mhm.
still really, really enjoyed it. Like, if I had to give it an otaku rating now that I've actually finished it, I would say like a solid 3.5 out of 5.
Okay.
Like, I think it's
Okay.
worth I think it's worth the watch. I think it's got some good acting in it as well, like some good story. Um,
Yeah, for sure. Basically all the points that you've made, I definitely agree with. Where it peaks on episode 6, and it kind of just from
mhm.
there
Yeah.
just so it's on like a decline in terms of quality. And then the thing about like the brother and the cop, when I started thinking about that, it's kind of like how you said, it doesn't really add anything. Like you can
Mhm.
actually just remove that side plot of the story, and it wouldn't change the games at all. Like
Yeah, exactly.
aside from like maybe that one guy getting caught, and then they like murder him, and they're like, no, you violated the rules of the game, everyone's equal or whatever. uh
Mhm.
so that leaves me to believe that maybe that cop dude isn't dead, and if season 2 is a thing, which it probably will be because it's
Mhm.
Netflix's money maker right now, um
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's probably going to come back. I don't think he's dead. And then that's going to be more explored. And Gyun, which we haven't even talked about.
Daddy
Gyun,
of the year.
is he Daddy of the Year though? He was like, "Here's $1 billion to take care of this kid. I'm gonna go see my kid. Wait, never mind. No, I'm not.
Never mind, I'm with him.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, that's it. My brother was saying he's like Ji Hyun, like takes care of everyone's kids but his own. Like, just does it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't know. When I saw that, I was like, oh, that just threw away everything that he just went through.
Right. That's why I was
Yeah,
like, ah, come
Because, like,
on.
what's he going to do for going back? Nothing.
I
Like,
don't think he really can do anything.
yeah. What they're, let's say they change a couple of the games or whatever. It's just like, okay, he's still in the same, like, predicament and stuff. So I don't know.
It's just more like, what can he do?
Yeah. He
Like,
can't.
I would assume that they're just like, yeah, we're not gonna let this guy go near anywhere. And he doesn't know where the freaking island is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Is he gonna spend all his millions trying to find? I don't know. It's just so odd. And then the fact that like he just like, yup, fuck my daughter. I'm just
I
gonna
know.
do
Yeah.
this.
He was
Even though
about to
like
get on the plane.
that was like one of his main motivations, aside
Yeah.
And
from
then
just like
he's
a lot of other
like,
things.
nah.
Yeah, it's just so weird to have it be that conclusion. I would have just preferred if like he just went on the plane, but they gotta bait you into that
They
season
gotta bait
two.
you.
Yeah.
So that, yeah, I
There
mean,
probably will be a season 2. I mean, there's like Squid Game like plushies and stuff now being sold at Walmart.
Oh
oh
my
yeah,
god. No way.
Yeah, I think they got
yeah,
like a
no,
deal with Walmart to sell like merch. So it's like,
Well,
I think I saw like the contestant costumes on there, like
yeah,
actual
oh my
clothing. I don't even
god.
think they were costumes actually. I think it's like legit. You can buy the tracksuit.
the tracksuit. Yeah. So it's like, no, there will probably be
That's
a season 2.
No, there's definitely going to be a season 2. The only issue is like if it's going to be as good as season 1,
Mhm.
which is good, but obviously is as like our conclusion is just not as good as people are making it out to be.
Mhm.
yeah.
There's definitely like issues with it. I'll like agree, but if people enjoyed it, more
Yeah, I'm
power.
like, I think it's enjoyable. I think it's good. I think it's a good introduction into that type of like cinema and stuff. And like, who knows? Maybe after this, people will start branching more into that type of genre. And I think that would be really interesting.
Yeah, or just
Yeah.
like Korean cinema and media in general, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a lot
K
of good.
dramas.
Yeah, K dramas. I mean, I don't really watch K dramas, but
I
like,
don't
you used to watch K dramas, didn't you?
Yeah, I think like Coffee Prince was like the first one that I watched. But honestly, that's like the first and the only one that I've watched. Like I
Okay.
haven't really watched too many. Yeah, and I think a friend in college like made me watch it. She was like, "We gotta watch the Coffee Prince," and I was like really into it. But yeah.
All
But
right.
anyway, That sums up my Squid Games experience. I don't know if you wanted to mention Northold. I remember last week you were going to talk about like
Oh well,
some other
no,
show.
and that show's so great. The game's good. Don't get me wrong. No, because I was like, people were saying that was so original and stuff. So
Hmm.
because like even the whole death game scenario, or like pitting people against each other, and like
Mhm.
even the simplest scenarios was like a trust thing. You saw that with like the whole Saw series, like
Mhm.
even with that too, and it's just like because with that, other people could have helped everyone else out, but they're just like, no, this person has like yada yada background. I'm not gonna help them. Like it goes into that. So
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Um, well, standing on that, I think 3.5 tacos is a fair rating. I probably that would probably be my rating too.
3.5.
Yeah, it's not like it's good. It's definitely worth the watch, and that's what essentially like that rating means. It's like definitely worth the watch, and it's a good time.
Mhm.
yeah.
But in terms of other anime, have you guys watched anything this week?
No, I haven't. I tried so I started Blue Period.
Oh, did you?
I did. Yeah, I did, but I think
Well, it's something.
I was like doing work at the same time, so it didn't work out.
Didn't
I
watch
was
it
like
really.
I was doing something, and then I was like, no, I really want to watch this and give this like my attention, and so I ended up pausing
Mm.
it, but it is on my list. I do agree with you though, like those kids look old, like they all look like businessmen and stuff. I was like, why
Yeah,
are all these
right.
kids at like a pub? Yeah. I'm like, they're not old
Yeah.
enough to drink.
Um,
But I did think it was cool.
yeah, I watched the first two episodes too. I thought it was all right. I was pretty on point with the whole freaking Pablo Picasso thing because they
Mhm.
beat that
Yeah,
in the first episode. I was
yeah,
like, I did,
direct reference in the first episode. I mean,
yeah,
it makes sense. Yeah,
yeah.
I just kind of forgot Picasso's Blue Period was the thing, even though
Yeah.
Uh, I thought it was okay. It's not my cup of tea, but some of the animation, like I don't know, it. I felt like it would be more like in some pieces or some portions, it's like super detailed, and then others, it's just like
hmm
it's very, I don't know, it's super basic and it doesn't come across
to
because I
to me it
know,
was very flat,
yeah,
like which is ironic for a anime
For
about
an
painting
art.
and
art,
artwork.
yeah. There's like one scene that was there for like maybe like 5 seconds, and that's when he was like mixing the paint together, and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
looked like they did either like 3D animation or they did some type of thing where they traced over someone mixing paint to get it
Mhm.
like super refined, and like
Mm.
it it was just for like 5 seconds, and I was like, oh, they're gonna like kind of scale things up, and then it just felt flat.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
Yeah, I have similar complaints about the animation. I think in the last episode I said that the animation wasn't anything special, and
yeah,
that still holds true even in episode two, which is kind of sad because I was expecting a little bit
A
more
little
in
bit
that
more.
area.
yeah,
Yeah, it does. It gets me more in the like narrative aspect because it starts. There's like a pretty touching scene when he's like talking to his mom in the second episode that I was like, oh, that's really
yeah,
nice. But so in that aspect, I thought it's doing pretty solidly, but I kind of just wish the animation was better because yeah, there's just a lot of scenes where it's like really flat, and to me, like the character faces and expressions look a little awkward
yeah,
because it almost looked like they all have the same face, and they like got a PNG of that face and just like pasted it on whenever they needed it.
Mhm. And then
hmm
did like different hair and stuff.
Yeah, and it's just really awkward to see that kind of thing because I'm just
yeah.
like I feel like they're just reusing assets.
So I
So
gotta ask, what's
yeah,
your opinion about the person all the way at the bottom? Is that a guy or a girl?
Wait,
The one that's depicted as a girl.
That's a girl, isn't it?
the one with the orange hair?
Yeah.
I thought it was a girl.
Because at one point he's like, "Oh, we used to call you Ryuji," and that's typically a guy's name.
Oh,
And
I don't know.
so that threw me off because, like, I was like, she wears like the boys' uniform top,
Yeah.
but wears a skirt. So, and she's tall too. She's as tall as like the main guy. So
Yeah, she is
compared to
real
all the
tall.
other girls. So
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
yeah, that threw me off. I would say like that like made me raise an eyebrow. Like during the episode. I was like, oh, they're trying to hint at something, and then it doesn't get brought up. It like doesn't even get mentioned.
I wonder if it's just more like it throws the hint off there to be like, look, this character, their
This
pronouns are
Yeah.
probably
character
they,
is.
them. That's so, and that's it. Just, moving on to the next
Yeah.
thing. So it's very possible. And if we examine the image on our screen, they are very flat chested.
Yeah, they're
I think you can see like a little circular thing by the legs. I'm
What?
just kidding. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
God.
I was like, no way, no. No.
You know, that's super interesting because like in Komi-san they have
Yeah.
Najimi, right?
Yeah, Najimi,
Okay.
Najimi,
they're
and
Yeah.
they're
very,
also
they're like a gender fluid
they're like a
person.
gender fluid
Yeah.
character. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I just popped up on the wiki and it just says like gender
Unknown.
unspecified. Yeah.
Ah.
Ah,
Yeah, it's like funny too because in Komi-san like they'll refer to Najimi as he and she. So they'll be like, "Oh, that Najimi, he's always over there. Like she's so funny." Like they'll just like interchange her like
changed
pronouns and
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she doesn't necessarily answer the question herself,
true.
Yep.
her
Or
himself.
themselves.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
that's
trying to
interesting.
trying to get, use the proper verbiage. Don't want to get
Proper
canceled.
verbiage.
yeah.
No, that I can definitely just see that being like a very like gender neutral character where you don't really
Mhm.
know. Because if you think about like Attack on Titan, like Hanji, or however
Yeah.
you want to pronounce it, they were
Yeah.
also like a gender, like I don't want to say non-binary because I don't know if that's true or not. But they're like a very gender neutral character where you don't know if it's
Mhm.
a male or a female. In the
Because
manga,
they never
like
refer to them, or they
yeah,
never refer as like he or she, huh?
Right.
yeah. In the
Yeah.
anime, they hint more that they're more female than they are male, but like in the manga, it's strictly like you don't know.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, like that's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind that. Good
Yeah.
representation.
Oh.
I like it.
Speaking of Attack on Titan, I don't think it was on like any of our list, but didn't the new trailer just drop?
Yeah, like a teaser.
Oh, it
Oh.
did? Okay.
A
But not,
teaser.
I
It's like a
haven't
30
watched it
second
yet.
thing. No?
No, should we watch it? I haven't watched it yet.
Should we?
I don't want to get canceled though.
What do you mean you don't want to
What do you
get
mean?
canceled?
No, like we're probably gonna get copyright claim again.
No.
I mean, if we talk throughout the
This
whole
trailer.
thing, it'll be
Yeah.
fine. I mean, yeah, let me bring it up then, if that's something we're gonna do.
Yeah, let's check it out because I
Yeah.
haven't watched it yet. Kind of
Season
a little
4,
bit of a tangent, but I think
a
it's
little
a
bit. Yeah, let me
a
see.
little bit, a little bit.
Part 2 official trailer. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start sharing I am sharing. Let me get into theater mode. Let me close any suspicious tabs. I am sharing my screen.
close suspicious.
You gotta be
If
safe.
that world's end harm.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, okay, I'll get into that a little later. Uh, all right, so let's watch this bad boy.
All right, let's watch it. Yay!
My thing is,
All right, hold on. We gotta talk over it. Oh, lower the audio.
okay. Oh my god, my quality is
Oh.
atrocious.
Okay, I was wondering. I'm like, is that the quality of the?
Hold up. No, well, that's supposedly 720p. What the frick?
Oh,
No,
there
it's
we
not.
go.
All right, let's watch it again from the beginning.
Ooh.
Oh,
All right.
what is
I guess
that?
like
I
what
wonder.
is that? Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
I wonder what it could be. Oh my
Oh,
Did
god.
they
my god!
refine some of the because I think I was seeing that like Mappa did some like adjustments, right, to some of the characters, like for their Blu-ray version.
Probably in the Blu-ray.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah. They always end up.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay. January
Ooh,
9th.
January 9th.
Date. But yeah,
Yeah.
typically in the Blu-ray they try to fix some of the animation
They
issues or
made
anything.
Mikasa more round, I
Yeah, they made
guess.
her more
More rare.
feminine,
More feminine.
which implies round. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean that was pretty
Alright.
short. I can't really say
Yeah,
much. I mean, it's Attack on Titan. It's gonna be hype for sure.
it's gonna be intense. It will be. Alright, cool.
So
Yeah,
I'm
I
Yeah.
just
excited
wanted to
for it.
watch it.
It'll
Yeah,
finally be over.
Yeah,
in
Oh.
I'm
like
hoping that once it
10
starts up again,
years.
like I'm hoping the fandom kind of dies a little bit, to be honest.
I'm gonna
I
stop
don't want to
sharing
go
my
through that
screen.
again.
Uh, I don't know. I think Attack on Titan is just always gonna be around. I don't think it's gonna. I
So,
Yeah.
don't think it's gonna pull a Game of Thrones.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'm
guess we
gonna
could talk
refrain
about
from
that some other
talking.
time.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
refrain
I'm
from
like we
talking
could talk
about
about
anything Attack
that
on Titan.
whenever we get closer to that.
Um,
Um, anyway.
quick side note again about World's End Harem.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Keep coming back to it.
You,
Uh,
you piqued my attention. No.
Anime of the year. We
you
heard
can
you.
find the first episode online. I didn't
Already?
know that.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean that. I think when they postponed the season, the first episode was already out. Or
Oh.
the
Oh.
rest. Oh, okay, we got a visual up. So, because today I was trying to watch an episode of Maruko Chan, which I'll talk about right now. And then I was going on a shady website. And, and then it was there's like a little section for it. I'm just like, oh, what? Sorry. So I like quickly scrubbed through the episode and oh, I saw some things.
Oh.
Oh, some things, two things actually.
Two things.
Two things.
Yep.
Yeah.
What
Was
was the
this on the
website?
site? Is this
Did the
a
website
site that
rhyme?
two H's in it?
No, actually no. No, oh, okay, no.
I was
'Cause
gonna
I
say
was
that. Does it rhyme with
Type-in?
when my when my
No.
All right. What do you give the first
But
episode? Should we watch
I
it
mean,
or
what? What was in here?
like
I
not
didn't,
not
no,
on
no.
stream, but
Oh, well, yeah.
no.
I didn't watch the first episode. I was just like quickly scrubbing through it. But like I was just like scrolling through it essentially and seeing like
Mhm.
what looking for boobs. All right, I'm gonna be honest.
Like,
I was like, are they gonna show
yeah.
boobs in the first episode?
Time
Yes.
codes. Time codes.
Confirmed.
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute 18 and 37 seconds. No.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I just wanted to say it's out there
Oh,
for
that's
anybody who
funny.
wants to watch.
I'm gonna have to watch that. I might play it with my friends right now downstairs.
Oh
There you
yeah,
go.
definitely do it. I think it'd be dope. Um,
Oh man.
while on a
All right.
topic, again, I was looking for the first episode of Maruko Chan because I didn't know where it was. I think it's like on
Is
It's
it on
on
Crunchyroll?
Funimation.
it's on Funimation. No wonder.
Yeah.
I
Because
got
I don't have
Funimation.
Funimation.
I got it, bro. I'll hook you up.
Well, then hook me up
After stream.
for sure.
Right now,
But
just post your username,
Post
your
it for everybody.
password.
put it in the chat so everyone can join it.
So everyone can enjoy.
Well, I was watching the first episode of Maruko Chan today, and I like it. It's pretty simple. The first episode was interesting because they're kind of just establishing that there's something like haunting
Wrong.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this character might be seeing some paranormal stuff. And then turns out she is. And there's the first episode wasn't that comedic because I know it was branded as gonna be like a comedic horror type thing.
Right.
But the first episode was like genuinely kind of terrifying. I
Oh,
mean, like,
really?
well, I wouldn't
Oh,
say terrifying. I would just say it's like spooky, which is,
Okay.
good because it's spooky season.
It
spooky.
is spooky
Yeah.
season.
So I was just like, when's the comedy gonna show up in the
Gonna
show?
hit.
And yeah, and it like kind of shows up more towards the end, and I'm assuming as the show goes on, it'll be more comedic. But
Yeah.
the first episode was actually like pretty spooky, I would say. Although I will say that I'm kind of like a bitch when it comes to scary stuff. So I would
Really?
say it's like nightmare fuel, but there are just some like visuals where you're just like, stop. I don't like this.
Uh,
Oh, that's funny.
And there's some things that I was noticing that I was like, I had like like I have rose my eyebrow
Hmm.
because they like were very fan servicey this episode, like the first episode
yeah, I heard
specifically.
about that.
And I was just
Really?
like, what? This is so weird. Yeah, there was shots where like the girl's bending over and like her ass is like way like over animated for no reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
can see like the underwear lines and like the creases and stuff and like
Oh, wow.
of her
Okay.
cheeks. And I'm just like, what? There's like more animation in this ass shot than the entirety of Blue Period so far. I was like, what the heck is going on? I
Oh
mean,
my
like
god.
I didn't particularly mind it or care. I feel like it definitely threw me off though, because I was expecting more of like a horror comedy thing. I didn't expect
Yeah.
like such a detailed fan service in the first episode of a comedy horror. But it makes sense when the studio behind this is the studio that does High School DxD. So
Oh,
yeah, and
of
Oh.
course.
because like legit when the second I saw it, I'm like, okay, who made this? Like,
Who's responsible?
what studio did this? And then once I saw, I'm like, oh, okay, it all makes sense. It's like High School DxD and all those other fun ones.
They just draw that detail and then everything else could be squiggly lines and you'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that kind of threw me off. But otherwise, I'm still enjoying the first episode. And I'll probably continue watching it because overall, like they only introduced like two characters, well, three, I guess, but they really only delve into two in the first episode, and they're both pretty likable. And
I
I'm interested
really
to see how this girl deals with seeing demons
I really wanted to see that one, so I'm gonna have to add it
on
to the list.
Funimation,
Yep.
All right.
which
Which
sucks.
speaking of, yeah, Northall, you came pretty heated today with like
Yeah. I hate it. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
All right.
All right, oh, here we
All
go.
right, all
Okay,
right,
all right.
let's go. Let's go.
So I originally got Verve, all right?
What the heck is
Because
verb?
okay, so Verve is an app that Crunchyroll made.
Oh, okay.
And when Funimation was still working with Crunchyroll, they had Crunchyroll, Funimation, Cartoon Hangover, Rooster Teeth, all on one app for $10.
Oh, okay.
Cool, right? I was like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh
yeah, sounds
shit. I was
good.
like, all right, good, good, good. All right, so now,
Hmm.
so Funimation left, right? Because they
Yes.
got bought out by Sony.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll is owned by AT&T, or was. So when that happened, they were just like, we're taking Funimation off. Oh well. And I was just like, all right,
But it's
whatever. I
still
was
$10
like,
a month.
still $10 a month.
Mm.
And so they were just like, oh well, we're in the talks to replace Funimation on the app. So I was like, all right, cool. Because Funimation did a lot of dubs. So if I wanted to watch something dubbed or something that Funimation specifically licensed, you could watch it all on one app. All you had to do was search and it would just tell you the channels. So like even up at the top, you could just say, oh, I just want to see everything from Funimation and scroll through there. You could just do that. Cool. Perfect. Simple. Funimation left. They got bought out by Sony. I'm pretty sure they were salty by the price difference because I think they were bought out by Sony for 140 million. and then
Mhm.
Crunchyroll was like 1.2 billion.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So when Funimation left, they replaced it with High Dive. And so where did you watch where did you watch Why Are You Here, Teacher?
Crunchyroll.
And it was censored, right?
And it was censored. Yeah.
So Funimation censored stuff too. But High Dive was just like, we'll have the censored version and we have the uncensored version.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, cool. I was just scrolling through. I was watching different things. They had dubs, they had subs, a little bit of everything. They're like the smaller competitor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the shows I like to watch and I've been anticipating was Lupin the Third, Part 6. And I've been watching that series for a while. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I watched Part 4, 5. I was gonna jump on 6. I watched some of the old movies, all that stuff. It's an old show. It came out in like the
Mhm.
60s. I know.
Yeah.
I'm old. I'm the old guy
Yeah.
from the fucking Squid
He
Game.
has his little AA.
Yeah, you're the guy. Yeah.
Yeah. And so they were just like, oh, it's gonna be licensed by High Dive.
Mm.
Well, since Crunchyroll got bought out by Sony and they're partnering again with Funimation, they're just like, I guess we'll leave Verve. And they took it
Crunchyroll?
all. No, High Dive.
Okay.
And so now, I'm at the point where I'm just gonna cancel my subscription for Verve. I'm waiting because it's gonna renew at the end of the month. I'm just gonna cancel it and just get Crunchyroll because I was paying $10 because if you got Crunchyroll, that's like what, like
That's like
$7.99?
$7. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like $8.
$8, and then Funimation it was like $6 or something like that,
Mhm.
right? And then same thing with High Dive. I think High Dive's like $6. So instead of paying for two, I'm just paying for one, and it's $10 instead of 13.
Mhm.
Whatever. But now Verve just has Crunchyroll. That's it,
Uh,
and it's $10.
oh wow. That
So that
sounds
doesn't make sense.
Yeah. They still have the whole Cartoon Hangover, which is like just animated originals. So they had something from the guy who did Adventure Time.
Oh, okay.
He made like another show, and it got put on there and stuff. So they have like shows like that on Cartoon Hangover. But I watch some Rooster Teeth stuff every now and again, like the originals, but they don't really come out with a lot of stuff too
Mhm.
often.
Mhm.
It's in spurts because I'll watch like Ruby. But now it's just like I have Verve, and the only thing I'm watching on there is fucking Crunchyroll stuff, and I'm
It's-
paying $2 more for that shit.
You pay $2 more for Crunchyroll, but it's
Damn,
not
that's
And
Crunchyroll.
then since they have that whole ordeal, right? Since freaking because I have a Sony TV. I can't get the Crunchyroll app on there on my TV to watch stuff because they only have Funimation.
wait, even though it's a Sony TV?
Even though it's a Sony TV because they just switched over like a couple months ago or
Oh my
like
gosh.
so they didn't have that. So I have a PS5 and I was using my PS4 for it before, and I would watch stuff on there. And I would use the Verb app on there.
Mhm.
Net on my PS4. Now on the PS5, they don't have Verve. They don't have the app on there.
Or Crunchyroll?
They have Crunchyroll on there. They have Funimation. But since High Dive's a competitor, they don't have High Dive on there. So then I can't stream that to my TV.
Dang.
So I'm just
bro.
like
This poor man is just trying to watch
I'm so
his
mad.
anime waifus
Oh man, that
in
just sounds
corporate
all like
America.
they had it all in one that was cheaper because they were partnered, right?
Yeah.
And now, since all those negotiations and stuff, they're just like, well, you could get it on these devices, but you can't get it on these other devices. And I'm just like, the fuck, man?
Yeah, that just does not sound
Look, bro.
consistent at all.
Yeah,
Just get a
and
Chrome.
get
Just
a
get a
Chromecast.
Chromecast.
Well,
Just get a Chromecast.
I had a TV that had Chromecast built into it before, and so I
Yeah.
would just stream to my TV that way because it didn't have any built-in apps. But now, like, it's so dumb. I don't know why they do this with this damn TV, Sony. We gotta talk. We gotta talk.
Sony, get your
Yeah,
ish
beef with
together.
Sony.
So if you want to stream your phone, right, to
Right.
the TV, it doesn't take up the whole TV. It does like that picture-in-picture window.
Oh.
And so it does like half your phone and then the other half the normal TV.
What?
And if you want to stretch it, you could, but it's only like, I don't know, like half of the screen, and it's like weird resolution. And I was like, wow, this
That
is
just doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's just so frustrating to deal with. You're just trying to watch a show, and
He's
it's
just trying to watch his anime
and the whole
girls.
process is just way
Yeah.
harder than it should be.
Yeah.
You know what? Like also with Crunchyroll, like their Chromecast, like casting Crunchyroll is actually like ass. Like
Yeah.
their app is so crap. Like I just
Well,
mm,
they have a beta on their website, which I don't know if it's like the full thing now, like they did the full
Mhm.
release. But even oh my god, the app on the PS5, which is very reflective of what their beta was, it's good for navigating and everything because all they're doing is copying what they had for the Verve app. Which I was like,
Mm.
okay. I was like, it's great. You can navigate through everything, find the stuff that you want. However, the encoding for it, for whatever reason, it's terrible. For the first like 5 seconds of a show, unless you pause it when you first start it,
Yeah.
it's just all static noise until it resolves itself. So you have to like
What?
pause it for like, I don't know, like 10 seconds, and then you can start it if you don't want to have that static. I don't
That's
know.
just weird.
I
What
don't know.
the
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know
Oh
what
my
they're doing.
god.
I'm so frustrated with it because I'm just like, I just want to watch some stuff. I want to watch the uncensored version. I don't want the God rays everywhere. I'm pretty sure that what's it called? The one that you were talking about, Cloud?
Which one? World's End Herald?
World's End? I bet you
Yeah.
that's gonna be on High Dive.
I hope so.
And
I
it's
mean,
gonna
it
be on
probably should
Banger.
be. And it's gonna be
It's gonna
Maybe
look
we
great on
just
there.
all like need to subscribe to one and then we'll just share it. And
Oh.
then because like Funimation is good. I like Funimation a lot more like for its streaming, but navigating Funimation is pretty crap. Like the app.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The app is so bad. It's just
Oh, it was so slow too. The older app, I was like, "What the is this?" I was like, "This is stupid."
Yeah.
I was like, I push right for a while, and then it'd be like, "Do do," and I'm like, "Dude, you're just loading
Oh
up
my
some
gosh.
images of the freaking of the show." I was like, "Yeah."
I have my complaints about the Crunchyroll app. It just literally doesn't work sometimes, especially like when you're Chromecasting. The thing about like Chromecasting is you have like the controls on your phone so that you can like fast forward, go back. It's useless with Crunchyroll. Like those controls do
It
not
is.
even work.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
And then it gets like stuck.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
remember on my TV for some reason it got stuck on like Teacher Why Are You Here for like a week.
Ooh.
I know, and that's like the one that you don't want it to get stuck on. And like luckily nobody was using like the Chromecast and it's just me and my partner, so it's like whatever. But I remember I was just like, why doesn't this teacher like hasn't this gone away? Like it just got stuck there.
Teacher, why are you here?
Yeah, literally. Why are you still here? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I hope this app situation gets a little bit better, but
Resolves
I
itself.
feel like I don't know. I feel like the whole like streaming thing is always just gonna be really convoluted because there's just
Yeah.
like some streaming sites that have some animes that others don't. Like I would have preferred if there was like an all-in-one streaming platform. You just pay like a little bit more and you can get access to all of them.
Yeah.
Which sounds like what Verb was, but
Yeah, that's what it was. It was just like, and then I think they had a couple rotating channels too that they would pop in there for like
Mhm.
different originals. So if they got the views, they would stick around. Otherwise, they just rotate them out. But
Oh, that's interesting.
mm,
I don't know.
no, yeah.
Poor little
There's
Northold.
yeah.
And the
There's an
funny thing,
anime.
I share my Verve account with people. So there's gonna be like 2 or 3 people that are gonna be like, "We can't see anything anymore." But like, sorry, you're on your own.
Canceled,
You're
bro.
on your own.
Canceled.
Yeah. It just doesn't seem worth at that point if there's like nothing on there to watch. Well, okay, on the download was letting us know that on Verb you can watch Epitaph Erased.
But you can
Bob
just watch it
Rossman.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe something better will come out soon. Who knows?
I don't know.
But
But
not
I
without that
guess
price tag.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wish like Crunchyroll and Funimation were eventually just like one thing because there's stuff on like Funimation that I want to watch, but I just don't have it. So then I just end up not watching it. Like I wanted to watch Uramichi-san last season,
Mhm.
which is like a little like dark comedy about growing up and being like dead. I guess.
Oh
It-
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah. That one.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And it looked funny. I remember when I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh, this actually has like a lot of potential. But then like I couldn't watch it because it's on Funimation. I mean, like I could just
Funimation.
get Funimation, but I don't know. It's like the
Oh,
principle at that
It's the
point. Like,
principle. Yeah.
yeah, just like just all be on one platform.
And then the
yeah.
streaming companies are always like, "Oh, Netflix loses this much millions a year from people sharing accounts." And it's just like, no, they don't. They're just not. Those people just aren't paying for it. Like they're not losing any money. It's just,
Yeah,
know,
yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you mean. Like, how can you lose money you never
you
had in
don't
the first
have.
place?
Yeah, so it's like they're
Yeah.
not losing money. It's just,
How
screw
can you
that.
lose money when if they're sharing their account, they could set up what like 4 or 5 profiles. Ooh.
I know, right?
like you're already giving people the ability to do that, so give me a break. You ain't losing anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I think that's the
for
biggest
sure.
thing. They ain't losing anything.
Well, we're
All
at the
right.
one
Well,
hour
I think that's
mark.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, so we're hitting the 1 hour mark. I think it's a good stopping point where
it is.
this right here, by the way, this little graphic that we have up, I think that's like perfect thumbnail.
Yep.
The thumbnail for this week's video is already done.
Yeah.
Gotta add our
Uh,
faces and then we're good to go.
oh yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, but
All
other than
right.
that,
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
I think that's it. Um, yeah, I don't really have anything else to talk about. I think we're gonna end it there because Conchita, I think you have to entertain your guests now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
You
We're gonna play
have to
some
give them
board
their room
game.
back.
I
yeah,
have to give them the room back.
so they can
Exactly.
sleep. Yeah. All right, so that's just
All
gonna be
right.
for us. We're gonna wrap it up now. If you're watching this on YouTube, once again, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that awesome stuff. What do you hate about streaming sites? Or
Yeah.
better yet,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? That's a good question. Good enough. What do
Yeah,
you
and then
dislike about streaming sites?
drop your login down below
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the comments.
I
Let's just
need
all
give
share.
me a
Let's
high
just all share
dive,
the
a
love.
Funimation. Yeah,
All
I need
right,
those.
maybe not that, but if you want to do it, go
Credit card
ahead.
too.
Drop
Okay.
that credit card. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Anyway.
I hear knocking at my door. I wonder who that is. No,
All
kidding.
right, all
Um,
right.
but that's gonna be it for us. Thank you for watching. Our YouTube streaming episode will go live probably Wednesday, as always. And we'll see you guys next week,
Next
I
week.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll
Yep.
see y'all later.
See
All right,
ya.
peace.
Bye. See ya, weebs.